Well, I know you guys are super disappointed because where's Amanda? Miles and Amanda, Miles kind of got the flu, a little flu bug, and wasn't feeling very good. And so Amanda was watching him, and I was watching Amanda, and they both were very tired. So I put Miles to bed, and then I just tucked Amanda in. And so I'm going to do this one solo. I'm going to let them rest, and I'll handle this. But don't worry, Amanda will be back next week. I promise you she'll be back. I know you guys are disappointed because everybody's like, where's Amanda? She's more fun to look at, more fun to talk to, and she's got a better personality. She's more beautiful. I get all that. But I promise you, Amanda will be here next week. Before we get started with the questions, I just want to say hello to all our brand new Patreon members. So we got quite a few new Patreon members. Let me set up the rules on how this works. Well, every Sunday, Amanda and I, except for this Sunday right now because Amanda's not here, we answer any questions that you want to put up the community board. Ask us anything. And don't be afraid to ask any questions. We get a lot of people who are new patrons, but they're like all nervous. Ask us anything. You ask us good questions about Disneyland, homework, whatever it is you want to ask us, and we will be happy to try to answer them the best that we can. I don't know if we'll answer them correctly all the time about your homework or whatnot, but we'll try our best to always answer them the best that we can. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. We're going to get right into this week's questions. I'll start going through them and maybe talk a little bit what's coming up here. Let's see here. I have the questions on Amanda's phone. So, all right. Deirdre, here's a new first question. Deirdre, I am going to Oogie Boogie on 9/19 dressed as Madam Mim. What are you most looking forward to about the new party? Oh, well, they've moved it into Disney California Adventure, and a lot of people were actually kind of upset by that. I'm thrilled by that because I love DCA, so I'm actually excited to see what it's going to be like at DCA. I'm excited to see if they're going to incorporate Monsters, Inc. into it and have some fun with that because I love that ride. So I'm really thrilled by this prospect. I think your costume's going to be amazing. Make sure that you take some pictures, though, of your costume. You post them on our community board. I would love to see your costume. And also, I think the things I get most excited for is the food, the specialty food they always have going on. Of course, right? All right. Well, I've got to change this. This phone turns off every second. So hang on. Talk amongst yourselves while I change this setting so that way the phone doesn't keep turning off. Here, I think go display and brightness. I think we go to auto lock. I'm going to do, auto lock. I can't change that. Okay, well, never mind. All right. Back to questions. You ready? Next question here. Carson, C2, Carson 2. What are your top 3 favorite Disney movies and Disney songs? Oh, these are the hardest. It's like asking which churro is your favorite churro? I mean, how do you answer those types of questions, Carson? You can't. So let's go in my top favorite Disney movies. And we're talking like any Disney movie or animated movies. Because if we're talking like any Disney movie, then I'm going to say this, and this is going to be a little controversial, but I really like Tron. I like Tron Legacy a lot. I really enjoy that movie quite a bit. I like Tron. Mary Poppins would be up there, the original Mary Poppins. I think that's a fantastic movie. And if we're talking animated films as well, I don't know. I mean, I love all the Disney movies. I remember as a kid, do you remember what those ones was called like that? Was it Hot Lead and Cold Feet? Was that Disney? Was that Don Knotts? I'm pretty sure the Apple Dumpling Gang. Was those Disney? I really enjoyed those. There's one called the what's that called? North Avenue Irregulars. I know you guys probably never even heard of those movies, but they're really good. I like those movies a lot. I also would have to say that Star Wars now incorporated in Disney movies, if it is the original trilogy, #1. And of course, I think one of the greatest movies ever filmed of all time, and it wasn't part of Star Wars, Disney at the time, but it is now, is Raiders of the Lost Ark. I personally feel that Raiders of the Lost Ark is one of the greatest films ever made. I think the casting is perfect. I think the direction is perfect. The cinematography is perfect. The lines, the way that delivered is perfect. The action is great. I love that movie. So that'd be in my top 5 favorite movies of all time as well. So, what are our favorite Disney songs? Ooh, a little bit harder. The Bare Necessities is a classic. I like the song Shiny from Moana. I like that one a lot. I think that's, I don't think it gets a lot of love. I love that. I love Shiny. And I'd have to say, probably Spoonful of Sugar by Mary Poppins. I think that's another one. Oh, no. Let's Go Fly a Kite. I always hum that to myself when I'm around by myself. Let fly a kite up to the highest height. We'll send it soaring up to where the air is pure. I can't remember all the words. Up in the atmosphere. I love that song. So that would probably be one of my... I'm sorry. For you new Patreon members, I don't normally sing. Amanda would have put a stop to that immediately, so that will never happen again. Okay, Next one, Uncle Bill. Uncle Bill! Uncle Bill asks us a whole bunch of different questions, so let's go ahead and jump right into them. I've not looked at these before, so we're right into them. What was the last thing that made you cry? Onions? Last thing that made me cry. I don't remember specifically crying. Let's see. Oh, I remember Amanda got a really bad kidney stone one time, and she was in so much pain. It's the most pain I've ever seen her for, and that made me very emotional. That was awful. So, who's better in a crisis situation, me or Amanda? Come on. Really, Uncle Bill? Amanda would panic. I don't know how to handle the situation. No, I think we both handle the situation. We both would handle it really well, but once it's over, Amanda literally would fall off a cliff and be like, that was the worst thing ever. And I'd be like, did you see what just about happened? So that's how we kind of handle that situation. Is there a ride that currently exists in the park anywhere that you refuse to ride? Refuse to ride, I don't think there's anything I'd really refuse to ride. I can't tell a funny story about that though. Director Ryan, when Bugs Land first opened up, the Heimlich's Choo Choo Train was like a 90-second ride. They thought, they just read the marquee thing, it's a Heimlich's Choo Choo Train. They waited for 2 hours on opening weekend thinking that it was a train. They thought it was a train that was gonna go around the whole DCA, Disney California Adventure. And when they wrote it, it was 90 seconds. And so Ryan refused to ride that ride. We got to ride it one more time right before it closed, but that was really the only, I guess it'd be the only ride. Yeah, I think that's about it. Have you ever narrowly avoided death? Yes, I have. When I was in college, I was with a friend of mine, and he was going up to meet a girl who lived in Idaho, right? So I was just driving, being the wingman. We're driving along, and we're in a little teeny rinky-dinky town of Idaho, and a main street, the lights started flashing at nighttime. The stoplights, because they didn't have enough cars there. Well, we come up to this intersection like this, right? And the lights are flashing, and there's a car at each of those intersections, and the lights are flashing red. And I'm like, is that like a four-way stop? My friend's like, yeah, it's obviously a four-way stop. And he's like, these Idaho guys, they don't know how to drive, so we're gonna go. So he literally leans out the window, is like, we're going. He points to them to make sure they don't go. And we start to go. And what we didn't realize is this intersection was like this, but across it, like a diagonal cross, was a train track. And a train was coming down, barreling down, and there's no gates. That's what those flashing lights were. And so my friend pulled right out in front of this train, and we barely, oh my gosh, it barely missed. I mean, people are honking the horns. We got right over it. It's like, meow, and the train scared. I was awful. So ever since then, I have a kind of bitter taste in my mouth towards Idaho. So that's my feelings about Idaho. All right, continuing on. So yes, that was my near-death experience. Almost got killed by a train in Idaho. Right. In Disneyland's Hollywoodland Secrets Revealed at 10:44, is that you dancing with Chris? If it is, that is so cool. Would you show us how you did that? I am not sure what that is. Now I have to go back and watch the 10:44 mark of that particular video, Uncle Bill, and I will go back and watch that, but I'm assuming it probably was Amanda. Okay, Chris, I've watched your other channel. Oh, the other channel that I started a long time ago. Yep. I've watched your channel where you tell us the stories about things that happened to you. Is a story about getting kidnapped by a girl kidnapped by a woman in her underwear true? Honest, straight up, truthfully happened. Got kidnapped by a woman in her underwear. So I'm gonna give a little backstory for those who don't know. What happened was, she was actually a friend of mine, and I got a phone call, and I called her. What I didn't realize is she had just taken some Ambien, and she called me, and she's like, I need you to come over to my house right now. So I drove over to her house. I got there, and that was not like her, and we didn't have like a romantic relationship. We're friends. And I got over there, and I thought something was wrong, and I opened up the door, and she's just standing there in her underwear, and she just like signals for me to come in, and I follow her, and so I thought something's wrong, so I follow her up and get to like her bedroom, and she pushes this little button, and it arms like the alarm. It's like boop 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 boop, and it totally arms the house and the alarm and the motion detectors, and she goes right back to sleep. So there I am stuck in her house, and I don't know what to do. I mean, it was awful. I mean, and I knew that she had a gun, and I was like all worried that she would shoot me. Yes, so she technically kidnapped me. Good story. Yeah, that did happen. So be careful. If you have friends who take Ambien and they call you to come over late at night, don't go over there. Don't go over there. And it wasn't even that late at night. It was like 9 o'clock. So, okay. How many pairs of glasses do I own? I have these pairs. I've got my blue pair. I have a clear pair. I have a black and white mixed pair, and then I have a kind of like an orange pair that I hardly ever wear. So I guess 5 total would be what I get. But I mostly rotate between the clear ones and my blue ones. Those are my favorites. Except on the Sunday night videos, I use these ones. What is your favorite room in your house? Boy, do you want to say, you never want to say bathroom, right? You don't want to say that. So I do like the bathroom. I probably just that we have like a little family room, and we just sit there and it's like a little play area. I like that area a lot. It's very relaxing. So that'll be my favorite room. What is your favorite Robin Williams? Whoa, what is your favorite Robin Williams film? That's a hard one. My favorite Robin Williams film would probably, well, I like Good Will Hunting, but that's a serious role. I thought he was a very good serious actor. I also like Good Morning Vietnam. Mrs. Doubtfire, probably. I think that's one of his funniest. I think he's great. That's a hard one to choose from because Robin Williams was so good. I don't know. Probably maybe I really liked Good Morning Vietnam a lot. I think that was a role that he was just born. Well, do we count Genie, the Aladdin? I guess you count that. Are we talking life? Because if we count Aladdin, then it would be Aladdin. Because Aladdin was so good. It was like, and here's a little backstory. We got to do this tour of the Hollywood studios. If you want to see that video, watch that video. And we got to see the microphone that Robin Williams used. And Doc, the sound engineer, was telling us a story. And he said that it was really crazy because as they were reviewing everything, they said that Robin would just stand there like, okay. And he says he was so low key, and they're just like, okay. And they said the second they would say action, they said he was like, blah, the genie would just come out. And when they say cut, he would just go back and like, did you like that? Should we do it again? And he says it was just so crazy to watch how he was able to do that. So I would have to say Aladdin, for sure. If we can't animated films, for sure. All right, let's see here. Going back here to questions. Caroline! Hey, Caroline, how are you? Question from Caroline. Is PPP planning any Patreon meetups for September, October, November? Nothing is planned or in the works yet, so we should definitely plan something. I would love to do something. Let us know. I will say this, that we probably have to do it in November. September month is crazy for us, and October is a little bit crazy because all Halloween stuff. So maybe we were thinking sometime in November we could do a Patreon, Provost Park Pass Patreon. For those of you who are not familiar with that, is every once in a while we try to get all the Patreon members who want to. We meet up and we have a big party in Disneyland. Just kind of hang out with everybody and have some fun. So I think it'd have to probably be November-ish because of all the stuff we've got going on. September is just the craziest month for us. So maybe in October, maybe middle of October possibly. So yeah, I'd love to. If you guys want to do that, we could kind of let me know what days work for you guys. It has to be mid to late October or November would work for us. Okay, Austin. Hey, Austin. I don't know if I brought this up before, but let's talk a lot of things about the Angels moving to Long Beach. And that means a giant plot of land is open. Do you think are you serious? I've not heard that. The Angels are moving, maybe move. Okay, do you think if that happens, Disney would most likely be interested in purchasing it? I've heard rumors before that Disney is buying it to possibly make cheaper hotels. I say Disney makes a Disney water park there. Could you imagine? Okay, so let's just break this whole thing down. First of all, what? The Angels could be moving to Long Beach? That would be crazy. But I actually like that idea. Well, I don't know where they would be. So would it be the Long Beach Angels then? LBA? Maybe? I don't know. I've not heard that. As you know, I love baseball. I'm actually wearing my Padres jersey right now. The Padres, they suck this year. And they shouldn't. They've got such good talent. I think it's bad management. And they're just this raw talent. They've just got to focus on that. And so they could be better. And the Dodgers are so good this year. And the Dodgers, I totally got distracted there. So we are talking about Disney moving the Angels possibly and purchasing that plot of land. Disney actually owns the Angels, so I don't know about the land agreement or how that works. They'd have to probably purchase the land. I'm assuming they have a lease agreement, and they probably have a right of first refusal on the lease agreement. Would they turn it into a water park? That would be amazing. I would absolutely love that. Then they could compete with Knott's Soak City. I don't know if Disney would do that. Water parks aren't nearly as profitable for them as other things. I wish they could just turn it into another park or hotels, cheaper hotels, I guess. I don't know. Now my mind is speculating. I would love a Disney water park though. I think that'd be super fun. I love that. I would love it. So I think the Tokyo Disney, whatever that is, that one actually is done really well. Okay, Mad Hatter. Hey, Mad Hatter. According to Disney Princesses and Wreck-It Ralph 2, Kuzco has been poisoned, cursed into a llama. He's also kidnapped, according to himself. He does not have a mom or a dad, and all his problems got solved because a big, strong man showed up. What do you think? Is Kuzco a Disney princess? I think according to those rules from Wreck-It Ralph 2, yes, he is a Disney princess. Kuzco is such a good character, though. I love that. And he learns from his trials. But the only thing that throws a wrench into that plan is all the princesses are usually very likable characters from the beginning, and they overcome some type of trial, and then you like them even more. Where Kuzco is a bad person on path to discovery. So because it's a path to discovery, rather than just overcoming a trial, maybe that makes him so he's not a Disney princess. I don't know, but you guys tell me what you think down in the comments down below, but that's amazing. I love that. All right, let's see here. Lindsay. Hey, Lindsay, how's it going? I'm headed to the parks next week. Yes! Get there. All right. Eek. I'll be arriving Monday and then there until Thursday. What current specialty food must I get? Oh, Lindsay, you're going to have the best time. I want to know what's the ride that you want to ride first. What is your favorite thing to do? I guess the current specialty food that you have to get for sure would be, well, I would say a Matterhorn macaroon. And maybe that's a hint to a video that'll be coming up in a couple of weeks. You get a Matterhorn macaroon, you'll love it. You'll love it. Even if you eat a lot of them, you'll still love them. Whereas if you eat a lot of churros, you might not like a lot of churros after the experience. So that's a little hint of what's going on. This week's video is coming out on Wednesday. I'll give you a hint again. Jake G might be able to get it because he knows oh, by the way, Jake G, I saw a photo of you in it. You got a sweet car. It's amazing. Top 5 somethings in Disneyland and Disney California that Amanda loves. It's one of her favorite things, and it's different. How do I put a little twist in this? It's one of Amanda's very favorite things, and it's different twists to those things that she loves. It's the same thing, but different ways to have that thing, maybe. So that's a clue to what this particular video coming up is. Top 5. And it's going to be Amanda's video. So Amanda will be in the video, and we'll be doing that video. Thank you guys so much for your support. I hope each one of you has a really happy week and a really good week. Thank you for being so positive and uplifting in our community, and we love that. And I promise you that next week Amanda will be back, so it won't be so boring. We'll have Amanda here, and she'll be able to kind of chat with you guys some more. Maybe I won't be here, because we'll just kind of make up for that fact that I did this solo, and Amanda could do one solo, so we're kind of even, because basically we all want more Amanda. Okay, guys, you have a fantastic week. Each one of you is special. Bye-bye.